So here's what I did. I read the Bible and the Quran, cover to cover, along with portions of dozens of other religious texts to answer this question: what parts of the Bible are original and unique? Why did I do this? I wanted to know which biblical values were conceived before the Bible was written. And is Islam, the religion pastors like Franklin Graham called evil, really that different? Here's an example of what I found. An eye for an eye was expressed in Deuteronomy 19:21, which was written around 625 BCE. But the Code of Hammurabi also documented the concept of an eye for an eye in Law 196 through 200 and was written over 1,000 years earlier, in 1750 BCE, which renders this biblical value unoriginal. Babylonians conceived of it, or perhaps Marduk, a Mesopotamian god, before Yahweh inspired the biblical authors to document it. Also, chapter 5, verse 45 of the Quran, conceived over 5 centuries after the New Testament, expresses this value as well, which means Christianity and Islam are in agreement on this particular mandate. To do this for the rest of the Bible, I categorized all 31,000 verses into 5 categories: moral, wisdom, history, miracles, and controversial. History and miracles are value neutral. In case you're unaware, 45% of the Bible does not convey social values, and 8% is redundant documentation. Here's how I address the remaining 55%. Principles like an eye for an eye represent one of 125 total values expressed in the Bible. An eye for an eye, as we determined, is both unoriginal and a shared value with Islam. But what about the other 124 values? What percentage of the Bible being unoriginal would it take before it could be considered largely irrelevant? And which values, if any, were original? Were they important values? Values whose impact was essential to society? And what about Islam? What percentage of the Bible would Islam have to mirror before we considered these two religions to be political brothers? 75% identical? 85%? And how meaningful were the values they did not share? Think about that.